Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a which past loved one is trying to reach out to you for card readings. So currently shuffling the cards, by the way. So I just want you guys to know that I'm doing this so you can see that, I'm not predetermining laying it out and stuff like that. So what we have today is mediumship. So if you are not familiar, it is pretty much where I can connect with the divine realm or the other dimensions pretty much. Because what is pretty much being left behind is the emotion, memories, and energy of that person while the soul has moved on. So the soul is being reborn, but the energy, the emotions and the memories of the person actually stays behind as almost like a physical being in a different realm. So we have pile number 1. Actually, let's start this way. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I'm mixing it up today. And so we have these 3 cards here. And right off the bat, there's quite a few people currently here in the room with me. So go ahead and take a minute and choose your pile. I am doing my laundry, so if an alarm goes off, my apologies, but I will just go ahead and pause the video and come back, okay? I also currently have my coffee here. Starting my day off with a good cup of joe. Okay, so let's do pile number 1. Alright, pile number 1. So if you chose this pile, this is your reading. So right off the bat, we have the 5 of Cups. This is very strong father, grandfather energy. So definitely a father figure. But it was a father figure that wasn't really present in your life. They were more focused on things like money, just their other physical reality. So they really left you feeling as if, they didn't really care for you, almost. While like you love them unconditionally because, you're a kid, you don't realize that. They were kind of not there for you as they should have been. And this is where they're really trying to step in and almost apologize and bring closure to you based off of that. That's where that 5 of Cups come from. This person wants you to know that they actually, father or grandfather, there's quite a few fathers and grandfathers currently around me, so definitely father, grandfather energy. And each one of them has a very similar message, and each one of them either wants to apologize, bring closure, and bring understanding, and even love. So there's a lot of different messages that want to come in here. And what they really just want you to know is that they were not born that way. They did not come out of the womb going, okay, I'm not going to care for you. Okay, I'm going to focus more on this. They were taught to be that way. And while, you may think, okay, but you had a choice, especially with the older generations, it's a lot harder. As in, for them, acting this way was a necessity rather than a choice. So they really just want your forgiveness in this matter. The 2 of Wands. So they want you to know that since they've passed, they've been trying to help guide you in the right direction. If you've ever been at a standpoint where you are very indecisive, they've been kind of coming in, pointing you in the right direction that's best for you. So they want you to know that behind the scenes, they are helping you and they are trying to guide you. And they are trying to, make up for what they have done. The Ace of Swords. So a lot of the indecision, a lot of the indecision, anxiety, a lack of mental clarity that you've been experiencing in your life was based off of them. They were not very clear in what they wanted. They were not very clear in what they desired. They were some of them are even saying they weren't very smart. And it wasn't that, they were dumb. It's just that in life, they did not make smart choices. And you are not like that. Even if you had a hiccup in the road, you have worked to better yourself, to which they are very proud of you and they congratulate you. But they do want to apologize because they were the ones that taught you that. But they also want you to know that because you went through that and because you became stronger mentally, it was all you. You worked hard to better yourself, to which they couldn't even say that they had really a part in it, because you were doing the work, to which they're really proud of you. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So these people were kind of greedy. Some of them were kind of penny pinchers, or they would spend money more on what they wanted than what was needed for the family. So for some of them, alcohol, for some, drugs, for some, sex. Just every single person here is currently different. And that was them as a human. That's just who they were as a human. And they knew that they could change, and they chose not to. And they regret it every day now. Like, they understand how it played in the higher divine realm, because, they've passed on. They see the divine plan, especially the divine plan for you, and they understand the way they were was actually to help you. Because you going through a hard time with this person was meant to help you rise up. Because you cannot know what it's like to want something better for your life until you've experienced the worst. And this person was that worst for you because of the fact that they weren't there for you. Some were abusive, some were not. Some, took spankings a little too far, some did not. However, this resonates for you. That's what they're really trying to say here. What they really want for you is that Nine of Pentacles. What they want is that they want you to feel good about your life. They want you to be happy. And they've been trying to do the work to help you get there. And they understand that for some of you guys, you cannot forgive them right now. They understand that. They're okay with that. But they want you to know that behind the scenes, they are helping you better yourself every single day. Because that's what they want for you. They want you to have that 9 and 10 of Pentacles. They want you to be happy. And they've been working so hard behind the scenes to get you there because they love you. Even if they messed up, even if they weren't there, even if, they may have hurt you, they're no longer that person anymore. While the energy, the emotions, and memories are still there as a physical being, the limitation of their mind is no longer there. And that's really what they want you to know. They're no longer limited by what they used to think. Now they see the divine plan, and now they see that you're meant to have greatness, and they want to get you there. And then we have the Page of Wands. We have Justice. And we have the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse on the bottom. So this is talking about you guys did not have a very good childhood with these people. But they still want to say that everything you went through had a greater purpose, even if you can't see it now. And this Page of Wands is Justice, and this Queen of Cups is who you've become. Like, you guys now, you're fiery, you're strong, you go on adventures, whether it's internally or externally. You search for justice wherever it may be found. You do not let things slip by. You don't let people get hurt. And you are in tune with your emotions, and you work hard to better yourself every single day so you don't become this person. To which your loved one wants you to know that they are so proud of you. They are so utterly proud of you. Because they didn't have the guts to be this person when you needed them to be. And that wasn't fair to you. that wasn't fair to you at all. And they're sorry. They really are. Because they should have been that person for you. You should have had someone there for you. You shouldn't have had to struggle like this. And they're sorry. But they also know that they can't change things. But what they want you to know, and what they want you to take away from this, is to have fun in life with this Knight of Wands. Have fun. Enjoy life. While you guys have become this person, there's still parts of you that need to be acknowledged, that need to be healed, that need to grow. You guys deal with anxiety. You deal with depression on and off. You know, you guys have mental illness. Some of you guys even have PTSD. And what your loved ones want you to know, that while the growth needs to happen, know that the person you're becoming is such an amazing person that you should be 100% be proud of. Because that's really who you're becoming. You should be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. That is what they really want you to know. Because they're proud of you. They're more than proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself. Don't beat yourself down. There's going to be days where you're going to take 2 steps ahead, then fall 2 steps back. You're going to have those days. But don't let those days tear you down. Have fun. Be happy. You're deserving of that. Which is literally in this card of him being happy and smiling. It's actually the Hierophant. Take what you have experienced as a child and use it to help people. You have gained an untold amount of wisdom and knowledge from your experiences. However dark they may have been, however horrible they may have been. You have knowledge gained from those experiences, and you can help other people with them. And that's really what they want you to do, is even though we have hurt you, what we didn't know is it was part of the divine plan. But there was another way. There was another way that we could have raised you. There was another way that we could have treated you, but we didn't know how. We were human, just like you. We had bad days and good days. You called us dad, you called us grandpa. But in actuality, I wasn't a dad till you were born. I wasn't a grandpa until you came into this world and I held you. We were human too. And we messed up, yes. And we could have done better, yes. But because we didn't, the person you are now is a person you have created for yourself through your own power and will. They are very proud of you. King of Cups. So it was actually in reverse. So that was their energy. They weren't very loving. They weren't very kind. They weren't very understanding. For some of you guys, you came out as either gay, non-binary, lesbian, trans. There's so many different things I can't think about right now. Pan, whichever one that you may be, you came out that way and they weren't accepting of you, and for that they apologize. But in terms of a divine plan, who you are now, the powerful person that you are becoming, that's all you. That is all you, and they're so proud of you. Okay, pile number 1, that's all that your loved ones have for you at this time. So I hope that resonated with you. If it did not, go ahead and choose a different pile. But if it did resonate with you, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, I will have that link down below. If you would to donate, you can. It is unexpected of you. All donations just go to me buying new cards for this channel. All right, pile number 1, once again, I hope that resonated with you, and I will go ahead and leave it here. Hello, pile number 2. So if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So we have the 3 of Swords in reverse here. So the loved one who wants to communicate with you today, there are actually quite a few different people here. I have a few mother figures and friends. Yeah, sorry, it's just a lot of regret here, but also a lot of positivity. With this Three of Swords in reverse, when this person left your life, it literally tore apart your heart. So normally the Three of Swords is about a relationship, for example, a partner, but this for you guys was something so drastically awful for you. Losing a mother figure, losing a friend. This tore apart your heart, and it led to a lot of trauma later on in life as well. Not like a lot of trauma later on in life. Like, not like you were like, okay, I'm gonna feel this trauma later. But no, like, you guys experience a lot of trauma for this, and it is actually affecting you now. And they really want to come in and kind of soothe you and show you that everything's gonna be all right. Okay. So for them, they really want to say is that they were people who did not take much time for themselves. They were constantly there for you. They were constantly doing what they needed to do for you. And because of that, they focused more on other people than their lives, than progressing their lives. This is not a call out to you saying that you took away their time. By all means, no. What they're saying is that they wanted you to have such a good life that they were willing to sacrifice their own for you. And this was at a time when you were a lot younger, where you were a bit more naive, where you needed that time. And this person was willing to take that time. This is very much like that mother energy going on here, where the mother pretty much sacrificed the life that she wanted because she wanted to give you the life that you needed. And for some of them, they couldn't do that because they died too soon. But what they're leading you towards is that 10 of Cups. And that's also the way they made you feel. They made you feel loved. They made you feel that someone was truly there for you. And this is where they've been trying to lead you towards having your own happiness. And then helping you find someone who will add to your happiness. Like, they've been... Okay. But the thing is that for some of you guys are having a hard time moving away from this pain. That's why we have the 8 of Cups in reverse, but then we have the 10 of Cups on the bottom. So it's almost like they're pretty much telling you, you don't have a choice, you have to move on. This is the mothers here, the mothers and mother figures. The friends are kind of just nodding in the background. But we did everything possible to give you a better life where you could be happy, where you could feel safe, where you could feel secure. And while we left you too soon, that doesn't mean you give up the life that they've been trying to give to you. You keep on fighting. You keep on going. That 10 of Cups is so much closer than you realize. Now, becoming happy with yourself, that takes time. They understand that it will take time. But you have to move on. You have to. Holding on to what used to be, holding on to that pain, that 3 of Swords in reverse, is stopping your growth. It is stopping you from allowing to live your life the way it should be lived. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles upright, the 4 of Cups in reverse, and the Devil card. And we have a few more cards. I will turn them over a bit later. But we also have the 10 of Swords on the bottom. So we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, both trying to tell you that you have to end this. The 10 is the ending of the cycle. You need to end the pain. For some of you guys are on the cusp of letting it go. And how you know that you're ready to move on is that you hear this, you may shed a tear or two, but you'll be smiling. And you'll think, okay, I'm ready. Now, if you're not, you may not even feel anything. You may be like, you're wrong, like, this was such a painful thing for me. That's okay. Whenever you're ready, you're ready. But this is quite literally where some of you are at. They want you to be in this Queen of Pentacles. They want you to be the queen, the master of your reality. And you guys have the potential to do so. But for some of you guys are so focused on this Four of Cups in reverse. You're focusing on all the things that went wrong. You're focusing on all the horrible things that have happened. You're focusing on the things that didn't work out, that didn't work in your favor. And it's because of, it was trauma. It was a very hard thing for you to go through, especially at a young age. So it's understandable. But when you hold on to it, that's when you get the devil. It's negative energy starts to feed on you. It starts to come to you easy. And it starts to rule your life. It leads to depression. It leads to anxiety. It leads to feeling, trigger warning, even suicidal. And it can lead to you lashing out at people, not being close to people, choosing to isolate yourself because it's easier than facing the reality of things. Yeah, the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups in reverse. Along with the Hangman. You have a harder time making friends because of this. Especially for those that lost a friend. Making friends is hard. Especially making ones and then you have to worry about whether or not they're going to be around long enough. And that's really where you guys are at. Like, you guys are terrified of being with friends, or you're terrified of being vulnerable. You're terrified of having people close to you. But they want you to change that. That's why we have the Hanged Man upright. They want you to focus on a better tomorrow. They want you to focus on better energy. They want you to move on. And if you feel like that you can't move on, change your perspective. This person was an amazing person in my life. I am grateful for them. I am grateful for their presence, for their being. But they're not with me anymore. At least not in the way that this is. But they are still there for me. They are still guiding me. They are still trying their best to lead me down the right direction. That's why I was drawn to this pile. They're here to say, let go. Just let go. Because it's time. It's time for you to let go, pile number 2. And whenever you're ready, you'll know. Alright, pile number 2, that is currently all that I have for you. I hope that resonated with you. If it did not resonate with you, go ahead. Oh God, if it did not resonate with you, go ahead and choose a different pile. If it did resonate with you, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you like a personal reading, I will have that link down below. If you'd like to donate, you can. It is not expected of you. So, pile number 2, I love you guys and they love you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Hello, pile number 3. So if you chose this pile, this is your reading. Yeah, I was thinking there's a lot of male energy here. So we have this 5 of Swords. So for this one, so it's actually kind of weird. So there's a few fathers, a few brothers, but energetically there's also a few people from the past, so past relationships as well. It's like, it's not mediumship at that point, but it's like their energy is trying to bash into this reading. So for a few of you guys in the past have dated very narcissistic, kind of depressed, victim type people. That's where we have that 5 of Swords coming in. But we also have a few fathers here that have passed away. And for them, they actually caused you to, at a point in your life, have a victim mentality. And in terms of brothers, it was more of brothers that you lost too soon. Like, it's so, for this pile, it is so different. For pile number 1, pile number 2 was pretty straightforward, but this pile is kind of just all over the place, which I was not expecting here. So, let's go ahead and see here. Wow. So, this doesn't even make any sense, you guys, because I'm like, why is there a past relationship coming through? And this could just be that you guys recently, or at some point in your time, got your heart broken with this Four of Swords here. So, it's like the energy is coming into the reading, and I wasn't expecting that. But we still have those father figures, brothers coming through. So we have the Justice card there. And we also have the Star. I'm going to pull one last card. And the Five of Wands. So this just goes back. Okay. Alright, pile number 3. What are you guys going through? This is harsh. I was not expecting this at all. But it's not even from, see, they're not even dead. They're just like there. So, wow. Okay, pile number 3, your energy, for some of you guys, your energy is literally trying to guide the reading, which is insane. But for the father that has passed, that for some of you guys has caused that victim mentality, they do want to apologize. And they really just want to say, I'm sorry, because the way that they raised you should not have been the way that you were raised. You didn't spend as much time with them as you did with, for example, either a mother or a grandmother or grandfather. And it was because they couldn't get their life in order, to which they do apologize, because they understand the divine order of things, but they also understand that they could have been better people for you. And they're sorry that they couldn't be. But you guys kind of come through with that there's no excuse mentality. But you have to remember that they're human. Same way when you have kids and you bring kids into the world, while that kid may call you mom, may call you dad, at the end of the day, there was one day where you were not a mom, you were not a dad, and you were just a person. Just like everybody else. And that's really where your father's coming from, is saying, I was just a person, I was a broken person. Somebody broke me, and because I was broken, I tried to break you. And to be honest with you, even he wants us to be like, there is no excuse for that. But at the same time, he wants to be forgiven. In terms of a brother, it was a brother that you lost in an accident for some of you guys. And the thing that you said last to them wasn't something that you wanted to say. You wanted a proper goodbye, but you didn't know that they were going to die. Which is, honestly, that's the way life is. We don't know when people are going to die. And that's really where a lot of this also goes back to that Four of Swords here, with that heartbreak. You are wishing that the last words you had with them weren't the ones that you had. To which your brother's trying to tell you that, he's still there. If you ever want to talk to him, just start talking out loud. He's sitting right next to you and he's listening. In terms of your father, if you want to find closure, speak out loud. He's listening. But they are there for you, and they are listening to you, and they want to give you that closure that you desire. That you have to forgive yourself first. Because even with the father, with that victim mentality, it's something that you have overcome. That's why all of these cards are upright. It is something that you have overcome. It's something that you've acknowledged. It's something that you've worked on, and you no longer feel or act that way. However, it was a long process of healing. That's why we have a star here. It was a long process of healing, and it wasn't without its challenges with this Five of Wands here. You know, you had relapses. You did things that you weren't proud of. You're human. Forgive yourself for that. But what they really want you to know is that you can't hold on. You can't hold on to what can't be fixed. You can't hold on to what can't be changed. In terms of relationships, going back to the energy that was trying to take over the reading, the fathers and the brothers here are really trying to say that you can do better. Like, very straightforward, like, let me go grab my shotgun, you can do better. Like, it's not a ploy on you. It's not to say that, you know, you have bad taste. The people that you get with are divinely guided. They are people who are meant to help you through cycles, through lessons, whichever that may be for you. There are people who come into your life, some are lessons, some are blessings. And you've had a lot of lessons. And what they're really trying to tell you is that you've been doing the work on yourself, and they are proud of you. And then we have this Ten of Swords. Like, you guys are shedding this old version of yourself. And that's what they've been trying to help you with. That's what they've been guiding you through, is shedding this old skin with this Ten of Swords upright. And you guys are there. That's the thing. You have the 10 upright. You're there. There's no stagnation. No other shoe is going to drop. You don't have to worry. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to. This last relationship you were in was meant to be the last one of that cycle. You're meant to start anew. And you can, in time, you can expect someone to come in with a love offering, because we have this Knight of Cups upright. So expect someone to come in with an offering of love. That person will come. Maybe not right now, but that person will come. The right person for you will come, you guys. And this is where that energy was trying to take over the reading, to which the fathers and the brothers really want you to know, hey, the person you are searching for is coming. There is no need for you to rush it, no need for you to force it. All you need to do is be patient. We know it is hard, but it's what's best for you. And the Seven of Swords. This is for the brothers that want to communicate. And they want you to know that there were so many things that they wish they could tell you. And the Seven of Swords is normally about secrecy. But this was something that they wanted to tell you while they were alive. While they were there for you, and even though they were there for you, sometimes you still didn't like them, because siblings don't always get along. But they were holding so many secrets from you. And it was because they didn't want to hurt you. Your brother knew he was going to die. However he died, he knew. He had a dream that it was going to happen. And he knew it was going to happen. That was one of the secrets that he didn't want to tell you. He knew. He knew it was his time. But he wants you to know that leading up to that moment, not one time would he ever take back any last moment they had with you. No matter if it was an argument or not the best of conversations, or even, they stormed out in anger or anything. However it may have ended, they do not regret it. Funny enough, there's no regret. They wish they could have said more to you. They wish they could have done more for you. But there was no regret. They knew that how it ended was how it had to end. And they're sorry that it hurt you. Oh, you guys, for some of you guys, this is just deep. In terms of your relationships, though, once again, they're saying you can do better. So we have the star repeating. You guys have been doing the healing. For some of you guys, this death was rather recent. For some of you guys, this death was earlier on in life. But either way, they're saying that you are healing. Wherever you may be in that process, you are healing. One second, I gotta drink some water. I'm also drinking coffee and my heart's starting to beat really fast. Okay. They want you to know that you are healing, wherever you may be in that healing process. Judgment in reverse. For some of you guys, based off of your beliefs, you're worried that these people have been judged to, a life of pain or an afterlife of pain and like pretty much hell. And these people have not. Because based off of my belief, there technically is no hell. There is an existence where their energy, their memories, and their emotions stay behind and they guide you. And then there's just no existence at all. Some don't come back. Some aren't there for their next generations. And that's just the way it was meant to be. Some just don't come back. And I feel like that's what you guys are worried, is that for some of them they wouldn't come back because of what they did in their lives, the type of person they were in their lives. But they're still there for you and they're guiding you. And for whatever pain they caused you, they want to be forgiven. And they want you to move on. To live a life that is worth you. This is for the people who have experienced this more recently. But they want you to look towards a brighter future. And for those of you that experienced it earlier on in life, you are trying to look towards the future, a better future for yourself. You guys are really trying to move on. You guys want to move on, and they're saying that it is time, and you can. They got you. You're safe. You're secure. They got you. You're not going to fall. You're not going to fail. There's no such thing as failing. There's only lessons that need to be learned. That's what they want you to start focusing on. Instead of that 5 of Swords, they want you to focus on the sun, on your own happiness, on your own contentment. They want you to enjoy your life every single day. Because you deserve that. You do. No matter where you may have come from or where you are going, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be content. You deserve to live a life worthy of you. Alright, pile number 3. That is all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that resonated with you. If it did not resonate with you, go ahead and choose a different pile. But if it did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you like a personal reading, I will have it linked down below. If you would like to donate, you can. All donations just go to buy more cards for this channel. Alright, thank you, pile number 3, and I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Bye, my lovelies.